I bet one of your more frustrating symptoms here in menopause is weight gain, and I never thought I'd make a video talking about weight gain or weight in general, unless it would be weight inclusive. Not that this isn't, but I do want to unpack 9, and there's many reasons why we gain weight in menopause. If you'd like to hear each one broken down, this can be the beginning of a series. I just think it warrants some discussion and just some acknowledgement that whether or not you listen to someone like myself who was trained in a non-diet approach with mindful eating, or somebody who is a weight loss coach, it's important to know why we gain weight in menopause, because some things are not in our control, although we'd love them to be. And in a weight-obsessed society, a youth-obsessed society, it's important to, I think, acknowledge the feelings we have around our changing body and talk about it, because it can be super frustrating. Some women say that they feel like their weight appeared overnight. Some are like me, and it has been a slow and steady climb because of stress, because of health issues, and other things that are out of my control. If you've not met me before, my name's Tanya, so thank you for stopping by my channel. And I wanted to mention that the British Menopause Society said that 50% of us will gain weight around our middle in menopause. I mean, 50% of us, and we have names for all of this, the menopot, the menobelly, all, I don't even want to go on. So let's step into what really causes weight in menopause. I've got 9 reasons for you, and the first one is your sleep and circadian rhythm. Now, sleep, because we are disturbed in sleep. We have hot flashes, we have night sweats, racing thoughts, anxiety. Have you stared at the ceiling for like what feels like an eternity and you just can't get to sleep, and all you think about is like, oh my gosh, I gotta work the next day and I can't get to sleep? I have too. And this can be a problem, because when you're not sleeping, you can have some blood sugar issues, some changes in cortisol, and just the simple fact of, when you don't have sleep, do you not wake up the next day ravenous and feel like you need to eat all day? You probably need to feed your brain. A second reason is the one that most people talk about, and that's those hormonal changes. In perimenopause, our estrogen, our progesterone are fluctuating. They're going up and down, and they're both declining, but we can have some up and down swings. And that has an effect on your metabolism. Science does say, and I can link the articles below, that estradiol, which is one of your estrogens, that's linked to weight gain. The lower estradiol gets, the higher the weight can get. And that's because this estrogen regulates energy and food intake. It isn't just progesterone and estrogen. We have thyroid hormones. We have hormones of hunger like ghrelin and leptin. And again, I could make a series on each of these for you if you like, so drop that in the comments. Let's focus on the thyroid a little bit, because that is a reason why we gain weight in menopause. We can have a lot of thyroid changes because thyroid hormones have a relationship to estrogen. What doesn't? Everything has a relationship to estrogen. How did our mothers survive? Too much or too little estrogen will affect your thyroid in different ways. Thyroid actually changes in size and shape as we age, and there's follicles inside that get taken over by fibrous connective tissue. And this is where hypothyroidism can be a little more prevalent as we age as well. And the symptoms of hypothyroidism can actually overlap with perimenopause, making it kind of confusing when you go to the doctor. Which is the perfect time to say that's what you should do if you're experiencing any kind of symptoms, hot flashes, heart palpitations. Go seek help from your licensed family physician, your licensed care practitioner. One of the things we talk about, and it can be potentially another reason for weight gain, is adrenal glands and adrenal stress. And this can be poo-pooed by many people, but when you start to think about what the adrenal glands do in times of stress, well, it does have an effect on your hormones. And yes, stress, I mean, midlife is a stressful time. Stress comes in so many ways, whether it's chronic illness, loss of career, empty nesting, changes in your family dynamic, loss of a loved one, caring for parents. There is no end, I think, to the myriad finances of stress. I'm just throwing that in there. There's no end to the myriad of stress that we experience in midlife. And we can't forget dieting to combat the menopause weight, because dieting causes a form of stress. If you're really calorie restricting, you need nutrients in midlife. That lack of sleep may contribute to chronic inflammation as well. And your adrenal glands play a role. They are there to put out cortisol. But chronic cortisol elevation can cause what some functional practitioners call adrenal stress. And whether or not this is recognized as a real thing, the bottom line is that cortisol has a relationship with estrogen. It can raise as you go into the menopause transition, and this can have an impact on your weight. It also may mean more hot flashes, brain fog, anxiety. Not to mention blood sugar, and there can be a relationship between adrenals and your thyroid. I did say blood sugar. So another reason why we may gain weight in menopause is the change in our sensitivity to insulin and a little more erratic balance of blood sugar. We are more at risk of insulin sensitivity at this age. We may see increase in blood sugar levels and even lipid levels on our blood screening. I have, and I never thought that would happen to me. Who am I to say that? We make another hormone called adiponectin, and this can be related to fat distribution. This is because we can have a decrease in this hormone, and this affects our abdominal fat, and it also can affect our sensitivity to insulin and be a contributor to metabolic syndrome. If you don't know what metabolic syndrome is, pop it in the comments. I'll let you know. Oh, a biggie is the gut microbiome. So that changes as we age too. Yay. No, I'm kidding, but I'm not. The gut microbiome does have a change in the makeup of bacteria that lives in there. And we have a special part in there called the estrobolome. It is bacteria that metabolizes estrogen. Your gut bacteria plays a role in your hormone balance, and this can change as we age too. Again, this can be related to the decrease in estrogen, but there are other factors. I have a few gut videos on here as well. I'll link them in the description. Supporting your gut is supportive of your whole body when it comes to menopause. Then there's this shift in body composition, and I actually haven't mentioned the most important factor in weight gain in menopause, in my opinion, but shift in body composition is definitely another one, and that's because we have this shift in muscle to fat ratio. We start to lose muscle in perimenopause if we don't preserve it. And that means strength training, resistance training to keep that metabolic burner, not just because of the fat to muscle ratio, but because we want to keep our bones strong. We want to keep our balance, and we want to be able to do the activities that we need to do every day to take care of ourselves. Wouldn't you know that skeletal muscle also has specific receptors for estrogen? That actually promotes regeneration of muscle. But don't fear, we can build muscle at any age. Here's a reason that I have gained weight in menopause, and that is joint pain. Many of us have joint pain as we age, and I've said as we age about 100 times. Many of us have joint pain in menopause through loss of estrogen, yes, but also with conditions like osteoarthritis, maybe even rheumatoid arthritis, and our joints can hurt. I know for me, when I stopped running in 2019, that changed my body for sure. I had so much knee pain, I just couldn't do it anymore. And so that also led to stress and fatigue. I was a lot more tired with joint pain. And let's face it, we're a lot more tired at this age too. So you may not feel motivated. You might be tired because of anxious thoughts, a lot more anxiety. You may not feel like you have the energy to get up and walk, to get up and run, to get up and go to the gym, to do a Pilates class, whatever it is that you think you need to do. You might just be too exhausted. And because of this can affect yet another reason why we gain weight in menopause. And I guess I should have numbered them. That is your lymph flow. So we can have more pooling of lymph fluid. We may be less active. We may not be moving that fluid. We can retain fluid too, but we may not be moving that fluid along the body. And this is why dry brushing can be really, really helpful. We may feel more puffy or seem more puffy because of lymph fluid. As estrogen declines, we may see more inflammation, or what we call inflammaging, and you may see more puffiness overall, but even in your face. I was watching some like facial routines of older women and how they put cold towels on their face to decrease the puffiness. But it makes me think about all of the things we talk about, like the weight on a scale. Like, what are we measuring? Are we measuring muscle? Are we measuring fat? Or are we actually measuring fluid retention because of this? Bottom line, I think we all need to move. Now, there are many more reasons why you can gain weight in menopause. And the one thing that I have to touch on that I haven't touched on yet is genetics. We are all built differently. I am a 5'3" Eastern European woman. I have thicker ankles. I was never meant to be skinny. I don't know how long it's taken me, 60 years to learn that. I will never look like my 5'7", tall, live, lean friends. It's just not in my genetic makeup. So it stands to reason that as I was going through menopause, having a curvy body when I was younger meant that it was going to get curvier as I aged. And I have taken on some of the trajectory of my mom. She had more health issues contributing to that. I also embrace the fact that I have a little sturdiness on me. I've fallen off my bike many times, and having a little weight on me has helped me. I really hope this video encouraged you to look at your menopause weight gain in many different ways, more than just a pant size, the number on the scale, all the things that can influence menopause weight gain. I will make a video on what you can do, and I want to say what you can do to support your menopause weight gain from a non-diet approach, but that sounds like I'm trying to make you keep it. That's up to you. But what I really mean is what we can do to still work on our health while we are or aren't gaining or losing weight. What can we do overall from a non-diet perspective to keep living a full and vibrant life? So stay tuned for that in another video. I certainly support healthy eating in a way that is right for you, and it's different for everybody. Yes, there's some baselines, like we need protein and a certain amount of fiber and healthy fats and all of that stuff, but health is also more than just food. Please like, please subscribe, and leave your comments below.